tomorrow night is Rosh Chodesh Elul, Adar, Adar, the first one, Adar Rishon. That's correct. This year is a leap year. And actually, for people who like calendars and math, it's a very special year. You know why? Because it's a leap year in the lunar calendar. It's also a leap year in the solar calendar. We have a February 29th. So February 29th this year is the leap. You have a leap of Adar Rishon, because the first month of Adar is extra. A quick explanation as to why we have to do it. Very basic math. How long is the cycle of the sun? The Earth going around the sun, the solar cycle? 1 year is 365 days. It's a little bit more. It's 365 and a quarter, which is why every 4 years we have an extra day, which is when we have the February 29th. The truth is, even that's not so precise. It's not 365.25. It's 365.2425. It's a little bit less. So there's an adjustment. Then, in the lunar cycle, how long is each month? Each month, on average, is 29 and a half days. On average, it's 29. It makes a difference. That 29 and a half days means that a 12-month year is how many days? 354. Very good. Okay, you can check out your calendar. You'd fail out of school. But okay, no, I'm kidding. Because if it was 30 days, 30 times 12 would be 360. 29 and a half, you get to 354. So if the solar calendar is 365, lunar calendar, 12 months is 354, that's a delta of 11 days. So what does that mean? That means whatever day you start this year, next year, the Hebrew and English calendar will be 11 days behind. 2 years will be 22 days behind. 3 years will be 33 days behind. And you're going to end up having, Pesach's going to fall out in the winter. And so because of that, what we need to do is we say, hold on, you're falling behind, let me insert an extra month to get me back into sync. And so what ends up happening is you have to insert an extra month, and that's what this Adar, this extra month of Adar is. Now, if we did, let's say an extra 30 days every 3 years, would that be enough? If every 3 years I give you an extra month of 30 days, is that enough? You fall 3 days behind because it's 33 days you're falling behind. So you need to do it even more frequent. So now here's the cycle. You ready? Everyone ready? There's a 19-year cycle. In this 19-year cycle, there are 7 extra months. So it's a little bit more than a third. Right? Because if a third would be 6 out of 18. Here it's 7 out of 19. That's a little bit more. Which years? In the 19-year cycle, it's year 3, 6, 8, 11, 14, 17, 19. Again, 3, 6, 8, 11, 14, 17, 19. So it's 3 years, 3 years, 2 years, 3, 3, 3, and 2. It's 3 years, 3 years, 2 years, 3 years, 3 years, 3 years, 2 years. So this is how we end up getting us back to synchronize. So after a 19-year cycle, you end up right back where you started, give or take, because it's not exactly perfect. So the trivia I have for you. In this 19-year cycle, which year are we in this year? Year 5784. What year are we in? 19. Okay, you guessed 19. Well, you're good that you're guessing one of the 7 leap years, because you know it's a leap year, so it should be one of those 7. I'll give you another clue. You ready? 2 years ago was a leap year. So you've narrowed down your options. To which ones? Remember, it's 3, 6, 8, 11, 14, 17, 19. 8. It's either 8 or the year 19. I'll tell you, just so that you could go home in peace. So you're going to be stuck all day. We're in the 8th year of the cycle. So it happens to be we're currently in the 8th year of the cycle, which means 2 years ago was a leap year. In 3 years from now will be a leap year, and 3 years after that is a leap year. 3 years after that, 2 years after that. This is part of the beauty of the math. This is the calendar that was set in the year 359 of the Common Era, almost 2,000 years ago. Was set, and it's a calendar that we're still using. There's a tremendous amount of math and a tremendous amount of chokhmah behind it. Baruch Hashem. So now when we say this week we're going into Adar Rishon, understand how there's a lot of math that goes into deciding when there should be an extra month and why there should be an extra month. Baruch Hashem, it should be a great month for everyone.